All right, we're back on here. This is George Humphreys straight into it. Massive
Wow.
roll. These guys are not wasting any time.
Nice
And,
cutout. He just, get a start to his heat, get some points on the board. Great job for George. He had a huge backflip earlier, and it was really nice to see. And who's this going right?
This is Israel Salas. He's from Brazil. This guy was on fire the other day. He was going nuts. He got that massive score. I think he got that 9.97 or something crazy.
Cool.
I can't remember exact details, but it was insane. So
I mean, there's all these unknown guys.
Yeah,
Really?
I've never heard of this guy before. Like, no offense, but I mean, he just came out here guns blazing.
Totally.
You know? And I definitely know who he is now. I'm not going to forget that. And I hope he doesn't come into my heat. That's all I'm saying. Here's George, just keeping busy.
Georgie boy, big extended rollo. That's a nice way to start your heat.
Got a good style.
Yeah, he has a great style. I like watching George surf. He surfs so smooth, and he's for one of the young guys, it's really impressing me at the moment.
Me too. And this is Matias Diaz, in and out on the right. Someone went left there. I'm sure we can get another angle on that in a little bit. The boys have got us covered here.
Yeah,
So
we'll see that momentarily.
I'm guessing it would have probably been Roberto Bruno.
Yeah, you're right.
And yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Oh, here's this. Who's black? Matias Diaz pushing over the foam. Nope, not going to do it.
Probably a good call. That wave has so much foam on the face. I mean, it would have been very difficult to lock a good rail in and get going.
Like he's going to get caught inside. Almost. Paddle, buddy, paddle. That's the thing out here. The sets sneak up, and they're definitely in pairs. It's there's one or two over two sets waves in the set.
Yep.
Usually, so you want to make sure if you don't catch the first one, you're on the second one, not underneath it getting smoked.
Exactly. And it's crazy how the left is really concentrated, and it's really just in one spot, and it's kind of short and heavy, and just relative to the right. And then if you're looking at the right, it kind of runs a bit further, and every wave is different. Some sections are far away, some sections are close, and that's what these guys are dealing with. It's not easy. Sometimes you're paddling into a right and it looks real good, and it could just be a lemon. You get nothing, and then sometimes you're paddling into one, you can kind of sniff a little section down the line.
But where's the lefts? Like George Humphrey here, he just got shacked, and a little easier to pick the lefts, whether they're going to be a good one or not. Whether, okay, it's closing out, or if it doesn't close out, it's a pretty good chance it's going to barrel. Exactly.
So, yeah, they got their work cut out for them. They know where the safe option is with regards to getting a decent score, and I want to say it's the left.
Yeah.
But, wow, that's a pretty deep barrel.
That's a nice barrel, man.
In and out, that's it. Get out of there. Safety. And these guys are keeping busy.
Yeah, Matias Diaz from Chile. What's Matias got for us? Oh, yeah, the wave just petered out on him. Get out of there, buddy. Oh, maybe air reversable. Yeah, he wants it.
That was pretty nice.
That was tech.
For what it was.
Yeah.
And Matias is one of the younger guys, younger local guys here. He surfs real good.
Yeah.
I seen him just put on a good show, on a regular basis.
Yeah, day to day, he's out there practicing, giving it his go, and it's nice to see. He's really, really talented, and you'd expect, nothing less from these guys. Oh, here's the front angle of George's wave. Look at that.
He's pretty deep. The judges are going to like that.
Yeah. Comes out clean. Boom. Just cuts out.
That's
before it closes out on him.
That's a pretty dangerous part of the wave where that closeout comes together.
You have to go straight, cut out. Yeah. Don't get lip. That's all you're thinking. Okay, just as long as I avoid the lip, unless I'm in the air, you're good.
Exactly. And the last couple of days, we've had a lot of sunshine.
Yeah.
It's made for some weird conditions that we've had. There's been some weird onshore moments, and then I go back offshore and glassy. And
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I almost left the beach about 4 times the other day. I was like, it's gone onshore. Nope, it's going to go glassy again. So I've just been hanging around and watching all these heats unfold. And today we've got one of those typical Arica days.
It is atypical.
So we've got some serious mist in the morning, just keeping it nice and cool. Super glassy conditions. And
cloud cover probably most of the morning. Probably won't, days like this doesn't come out till 12, the sun.
That's it.
So everyone's just chilling. Still a little bundled up because, it's not warm here, but it's not freezing, but just enough to keep you.
You're from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, it is definitely not warm, but it's a beautiful temperature. I love it. It's comfortable.
But there are South Africans out there in boardies.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys watched this yesterday or followed what was happening. We had Michael Osler. He forgot his suit at home. Yeah. So he had to paddle out in board shorts, and this is not the kind of place you want to be paddling out in board shorts.
Even if this wave was in Hawaii, I might wear a full suit.
Yeah, just to save your body from the rocks.
The rocks. It's different here. It's not real. It's not reef. It's rock. I mean, it is hard as rock, bedstone. I mean, in Hawaii or Tahiti, you hit the reef and it's, it gives just a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying it gives a lot, but it gives just a touch.
Exactly.
And here it does not give, it pushes back.
Talking about giving, you can see Jake Stone just giving some autographs to his fans down here.
Yeah, his adoring fans.
This is an all-day affair, by the way. If you venture close enough to that fence outside the competitors' area, it'll be autograph time for you, buddy.
Yep, you step into the zone. That's how it goes.
Exactly. So it's awesome to see the competitors so involved and, willing to be a part of this whole scene.
Yeah, it's really cool. And up and riding George Humphreys.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
How's the speed line in that thing? He's just trimming through the
he's
barrel.
Still good. Wow.
That's
amazing.
Gonna be a good score. That was sick.
Wow.
He was going seriously fast on that wave.
He's going so fast, and it was cool because you couldn't see, the camera didn't pan out, so we didn't know what he was gunning for. We almost thought he was going to hit it, then, get in the barrel, and I almost thought he overran it for a second.
Me too.
Then the other thing just doubled up and just shacked him.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, well read.
Yeah, that was sick. George Humphreys with a very deep, high-speed keg.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's what the rights do.
Yep.
You don't know. We can't even see it here. This is the webcast crew with all the best gear in the world, and they just haven't got enough view to the left here, as you're seeing on the replay, to see that barrel coming.
Yeah.
He could see it, but we just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that looked like Mitch Rollins.
It did.
He looked like Mitch Rollins right there. The same speed line style that Mitch has. That was what you'd envision. Exactly what Mitch Rollins would have been doing.
And he's actually one of Mitch's riders.
He is. That's why I thought of it right there.
He's riding found boards.
And the same reverse. That was the same reverse style that Mitch has. The exact same, this speed line at the end. And, but what's crazy, Specs, is that we have Roberto Bruno with an 8.13 that we have missed. I think that was one of the waves. Things were happening, and obviously it's hard for all the cameramen to always get every wave, and we didn't see it. So he has a huge score and is way out in the lead.
I hope our crew in the webcast booth are able to pull that wave up out of the archive somewhere. Hopefully it's been recorded by one of the cameramen.
Must have been a good one.
Yeah, I mean, an 8.13 is a massive score. You can see Roberto Bruno again.
Yeah.
Wow. He's just locking. Look at him toying with it.
He's
just
body
stalling.
surfing. He's about 6'2". He's a big boy.
Wow.
Gosh.
Roberto Bruno in serious control.
Far out. He's impressive.
And this is Israel Salas. This is one of Roberto Bruno's fellow countrymen, another Brazilian. And he just opted in and out of that one.
In and out. Yeah, good choice. Roberto Bruno definitely has been getting the better of this exchange, getting shacked and up. Matias Diaz, diving out.
Local youngster. Good call, maybe. That looked like a bit of a closeout.
Yeah.
And he'll still be in priority. I think everyone's kind of out of the zone. So he should just get back out there and reclaim priority.
Look at this. Gets shacked, and then he just puts on the brakes. Look at that. He just puts his entire frame in there.
That's pretty sick. Good style. How's his RS?
This is cool. Look at that.
Pretty lofty. He got a lot of air on that.
He gets high.
Yeah.
On the waves you don't expect him to get high on, he gets high. It's crazy. Smaller waves or those sections, and he just has that pop.
He's got boost on him, that's
I've
for
seen
sure.
him pop on like a half-footer. I mean, this guy's like, he's probably 90 kilos.
Yeah,
and
he's a big guy.
6'2", and he takes off on a 1-foot wave, and he'll do a ARS twice as big as anyone on tour besides Eder.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Eder and Yuri, probably the only guys that might do just as big as an ARS on a 1-footer as he does.
Yep.
It's impressive.
You can see this is the current situation on the screen right now. We're still waiting for another wave to drop for Roberto Bruno, but once that comes in, we'll give you an update.
Yeah. George is an 8.25 and a 6.75. Sosh, pretty good.
That's a good heat total right now. 15 points. That's generally a keeper. Here we go, local boy, Matias.
Oh, nice.
That was a sick little
He's
barrel.
got to regain control, Specs.
He's back on track here. It looks like he's almost losing his fin.
Oh. Yeah, he lost it for a little bit there. Like lost his focus. On the wave.
Yep. I think he'll still get a good score, and it'll put him on the board. So he'll be in a more comfortable position. And you can see the two water photographers in the water right there. It's actually one video guy and a photog. The photographer is Pablo Jimenez, which is a local Chilean boy who's been doing an excellent job out here, getting all the coverage. And the other guy is Igor Sanchez, who's covering the video angles for us.
Yeah. Oh.
So this is the split peak situation that we saw. Matias going right, and that was Israel Salas going left, and just putting his body on the line on the rocks here. Wow, that looks seriously dangerous. My goodness. I hope he's okay.
Trading blood for points here.
Yeah. Seriously.
That's what happens at Arica. It's a normal state of affairs. If you're not doing that, then you're really not going for it.
Standard.
Yeah. This is a great line that Matias drew from the takeoff. And it's not easy to get that barrel right at the takeoff because it doesn't just throw really hollow. I mean, when you first scoop into it, it's tight.
Yeah. Now, he did really well to come out of that. And he was pretty deep.
Yeah, he was.
I think the judges will like that.
Yeah, set wave. He's going to be doing pretty good. We don't really have live scores for you guys at the moment. Our iPad is not refreshing for some reason, but it doesn't matter. There's we can tell you all we know that George and Roberto are comfortably in the lead, and that's all you need to know at the moment. Yep,
definitely, that's what's happening. And I'm sure we'll get a good update on the screen. Yeah. So once we have that, that is as live as it gets.
It's going to be a great final. I mean, I really think Roberto, George, Bobby, and Lachlan are going to put on an amazing show. And those guys, those would have been the guys you would have picked. Yeah. You know, some of the top favorites when you look at the draw. Those are the guys you would have said, like, yeah, those guys are surfing that good to be in the final. Absolutely. Here's your updated situation on the screen right now. What hasn't happened here is Matias Diaz's last wave. Yeah. That's not in there. So there is going to be a decent score coming in for him. And I think Israel's last wave, they just scored as incomplete. It looked like it. Yeah, he's going to get a 2 or something for trying. He probably won't get a 1. He's had 1s there, so I'm sure that's going to come in as well at something. But and which is what he needed. He needs, you know, a 2-point ride to get ahead of the other guy in the last heat, Yoshida. We were just thinking safety here. You just don't want to be that last guy. Exactly. No, exactly. So he needs to just make sure he makes it to the main event, and he gets some money, and he gets a chance to surf against the world's best bodyboarders, you know, in maybe his home turf. It looks like we've got a little bit of a lull going on here, so I'm going to pass you guys back down to the beach where you got Yo-Yo. He's going to be interviewing Bobby Quinones, who won that last heat. Cool.
And here we are with the winner of the last heat, again, Mr. Bobby Quinones from Puerto Rico. Bobby, tell us about that.
Oh, man, so stoked. I'm here again. Now for main event, and hopefully still having good waves, and just wait for the priority and do as best as I can. Stoked to be here in Chile.
Everything the way you planned, Bobby. So which is the next step on the comp?
What's my next step? Just figure out who's in my heat and just do my best. I just want to say thanks to everybody in Puerto Rico for being watching the contest, and wait for me in the main event. And I want to say thanks again to Aldiel Jimenez for telling me that this is a good wave and that I needed to be here. Thanks to you, man.
Thanks very much, Bobby. Back to you guys. Thank you. Woo!
Yeah, and well done to Bobby. I think Lachlan actually won that heat. That's why you had the name underneath there, but that was Bobby, the personality himself that Yo-Yo was interviewing. And here you can see Matias Diaz just stroking into a little insider one on the left, just locking into a barrel. Coming out, it looks like he's going to have a big ramp here. Let's see what he's got. Wow, that was insane. He just went off the back on that. Very unlucky, but definitely pushing the boundaries of what's possible out here, you know. That wasn't even a big wave, and he got massive air on it. And this is one of the younger guys here in Chile and putting on an amazing performance. This guy's a very talented young bodyboarder. Here's the replay. Have a look at this thing, Jeff. Matias Diaz from Chile, local boy. Nice shack. And this is a replay. You guys have seen it before. First time I've seen it. And he just skywalks. Luke Skywalker, air forward. Oh, he doesn't make it. Oh! That was just unlucky. I mean, he did everything right. Yeah, maybe a few more kicks in the air to kick him over the edge, like push that air and get over. That looks reminiscent of a Sean Virtue. Not too sure if anyone remembers Sean, but yeah, he used to do air forwards just like that, just skywalking in the air over North Point and over all the big breaks in the world. He pretty awesome to see. Yeah, so Matias, he's looking good. Yep. I think this guy has got an amazing future ahead of him as well. He's so young, and growing up in a place like this, I mean, your wave riding skills would be so honed if this is your bread and butter every day. You know, you'd be so comfortable in big, heavy barrels that you're going to be a serious force to be reckoned with. If you surf this every day, you could surf the heaviest waves in the world and not even blink an eye. Yeah, I reckon this is probably one of the most intimidating waves I've ever surfed. You could show up to Chopu, you could show up to Shark Island, and you could show up to Fronton. It'd be sweet. Be sweet. Yeah. Be kind of semi-thinking it's a beach break. Semi-thinking there's sand underneath you. Yeah. So that says a lot. Matias Diaz, 7.25 in third place, comfortably. Israel SALAS
he's in a comfortable position, making sure that 7th spot that he's
Exactly.
qualified
Exactly.
for the main event. So he is stoked at the moment. We got Timmins left, so I mean anything can happen.
But, all 4 of these guys are through to the main event. That is the gist of it.
That's the main thing. And George is leading with a 15 points. Roberto Bruno has almost 15 points. I mean, they're neck and neck, but they just need to make the final. That's what they really after. Those points on the QS. First and second don't matter here. What your place in the semis matters what you get in the next heat in the final.
Exactly.
They got 10 minutes to make sure they stay in these positions.
Yep, that's it. You know, I think all of these guys now know that they've made it into the main event.
Yeah.
And that they're fighting for points. That's the gist of it.
Yeah,
and
look at this.
George, a little stylish cutty reverse.
Yeah, very stylish.
I think he's just playing with it now. He knows he's got some good scores, and he's just playing around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. I just saw beautiful Alessandra Altuve. She's going to be coming in here, and she's going to be taking your spot in a few minutes. So once she's ready to step into the booth,
she's going to stay right there.
She's going to come and take over for you. And
Roberto Bruno. Look at this. What's he going to do? Oh, my God.
That was close to getting lipped. I think he might have gone over.
Oh, man, he did.
Wow. He's in some trouble.
Something might have happened. We might have missed something. It seems like there's a lot of activity out there.
I can hear the crowd on the beach just clapping and cheering. So I want to know. I want to know what happened. I'm feeling left out in the booth.
Yeah, I do. Maybe they might be cheering that the girls are getting ready to go out.
Oh,
Because they're cheering that the girls have the cojones to paddle out to this wave and try and tame the beast. Because I mean, it's bigger than yesterday. To me, it seems a little bigger than yesterday, more powerful. It's not as a longer period, so it's not as shallow, which is lucky for the girls. That's the main thing. It's not. Yesterday was almost bone dry because the period was 17 seconds and it was sucking the water right off the reef.
Yep. There you can see.
Yep,
right
that's
there
what
you
we're
can
cheering.
see the girls getting ready to go out. I mean, that takes some serious courage
to
be tackling this kind of wave. I mean, some of these guys are seasoned competitors out here, and they're still not comfortable.
Yeah.
So to see these girls, face off against something like this is hats off.
Hats off, big time. I'm really impressed, and all the best to them out here.
Yep.
It's nice looking out. You see the boats going, the fishing vessels going to the big omega-3 factory down the road, and it sucks in all the omega-3s for your vitamins you get here. That's Chilean's known for fish exports, and I guess this is a omega-3 processing plant right up the road. So all those Costco vitamins you guys are enjoying.
So you can see a bunch of girls here. I think it's a bunch of Venezuelan girls. I'm not too sure who's who here, but I'm sure once they jump in the water, we will get some names and fill you guys in on who you're watching.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Thanks, Craig.
And I think there might be a little bit of a set coming on the horizon. I see some bumps. I mean, there's always a set coming. So, but I think the competitors might be in a good place here to get some decent rides.
We got about 5 minutes remaining. George Humphreys just, maybe getting a little practice. He's doing good. He's in first place, and maybe he wants to do a big air like the rest of his fellow countrymen. And yeah, he does. Wow, hey, Lachlan, you're not the only one who does big airs out here, buddy.
Exactly.
Oh, watch, gosh, he just gets washed over the rocks, and that's what happens here.
Yeah, that was a pretty sick air. That was a pretty sick air.
It's a great air.
Lofty. And it looked effortless for him.
Yeah, real composed out here in these peaks. George is just doing really good, and he's going to be fun to watch in the final. The final's going to be really tight, Specs. Yep. I think this is going to be an impressive final, and that's going to come up after 2 heats of girls. Look at this invert. Bingo, what's his name? Oh, Mitch Rollins.
That's picture perfect.
Yeah.
That was a picture perfect air. I mean, you couldn't have done it better than that.
No, you couldn't. Pops his head out, rolls on the rocks.
Yeah.
Life's good.
In and out for Israel Salas.
So we're going to have 2 heats of girls before the final, everyone, just so you know. You can watch the girls, give it their all out here, and then the final is going to happen. So we have, we want to make sure George and Roberto have adequate rest to compete against Lachlan and Bobby. That's a cool final.
Yep.
Good for these girls.
I don't think I can pick a winner.
I could not pick a winner. I mean, they've all been surfing so good. I mean, Roberto Bruno has actually been surfing amazing out here. He's from Brazil. He's from beach breaks in Brazil, and he's here on the reef just boosting.
Yep. Yeah, this is, like I said, I couldn't pick it. These guys are all capable of winning it.
Yeah, got the 2 young guns against 2 seasoned veterans.
Yep.
Bobby and Roberto are probably near their 30s.
Yep.
30 years old probably each. And
yeah,
the other guys are younger 20.
They might have a couple more years than that. Yeah, exactly. The other guy, maybe 20.
Yeah. So it's 20 versus over 30. It's a real evenly matched. 2 Aussie young guns coming up against the 2 seasoned
South American
vets.
Yep.
It's cool.
That's it.
And I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. What's going to be mixed up.
And
look at George. He's throwing away a 5 and a 6, which most competitors would be loving to have in their score line. And Roberto still up there in second place, an 8 and a 6.83, looking really good. Matias.
Matias, yeah, he's got a 7.25. That's a pretty good score,
it is
man.
a great score.
That can go either way. And here he's keeping busy again.
Oh, if it sections up again, no, he's got to stall out. But he's made it through the main event, and so hats off to him.
Yep, absolutely.
And we're gonna see him on Wednesday. That's probably when the men's we're gonna surf is Wednesday morning, Chilean time.
Okay.
And we're gonna be going at it here at El Gringo. It's gonna be awesome.
I was talking to Pierre early on, and I think he also heard the same as I did. It sounds like there's some serious waves coming.
It is. There's some serious swell coming on the way. We're marching across the southern Pacific Ocean, right into the Chilean coastline, and we're going to see some giant surf on Wednesday, so should be interesting.
Wow. Okay,
wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to up my game, big time. I look forward to it. I mean, this is why we're here.
Yeah.
This is exactly why we came here, to get big barrels and cold, heavy waves. You know, and that's what's coming. That's
what's on tap on tour. We don't get that. This is the one stop on tour that's actually cold water.
Yeah.
And so it's. The rest of the stops are mild temperature, warm or, just nice and
very bearable.
And cool. Yeah, very bearable. And this is the extreme.
Exactly.
Cold water, heavy wave.
I love the shot with the fishing trawler just coming through pretty much a couple of 100 meters behind the lineup. Maybe 200 meters behind where the guys are sitting catching like 8-foot bombs on the reef.
It's amazing.
And this is live for people here,
Yeah.
It's good. And Brazilian Mr. Israel Salas just doing what needs to be done. Oh my goodness.
Tweaked an invert.
So he only needed a 4.64. No, that can't be right.
No.
I'm looking at an old scoring update here. So
but he's definitely
no note of what I just said.
So I don't know what Matias's backup is. That's the thing. Matias has a 7, and then his backup is I'm not sure. So I mean, I'm not sure if this is gonna change his situation or be even close or what. He gets a little barrel, which is nice, and then look at this tweaked out invert. I mean, just how far over his head. I mean, Rolo, just kidding.
Wow, that was amazing.
Bam.
You don't see much of that anymore, do you?
No.
Not a lot of guys are doing airs like that, Everyone's just kind of keeping him tabletop, your board just kind of upside down, a nice flow and good style. But, I mean, a tweaked invert like that is definitely not common anymore.
No, yeah, it's over tweaked, and it's hard. It's definitely harder to do, to tweak it that hard and bring it back. I mean,
that's some serious athleticism going down.
Some core strength that guy has. Like the girls all getting ready, looking excited to go out and surf.
Well, they're also supporting their friends out there. There's a bunch of them paddling out now, and there's going to be a bunch gathering on the beach to cheer them on and support the girls out there. Yeah,
getting some cheers going, because the more they push the girls to catch waves is. They're going to need that extra energy to push. Okay, so George is still in first, Roberto in second, Matias, he's solidly in third, and Israel, though, right there, actually. Jeez, it's a great heat. Battle for first and second, a battle for second, third, and fourth.
Yep.
Really close.
I mean, Israel, he needs an 8.7 when he go to second, but I don't know. This heat's wide open.
Wide open.
I reckon it's wide open. Everyone's got a 7, almost a 7 there. Israel's on a 6.25.
George and Roberto, the heat leader, splitting the peak, keeping the other competitors off of it. Let's see what Roberto has. He wants to hit it, doesn't he? Oh, gosh. That was
spinning off the back. You can see Humphreys here on the right. He's still going. Yeah, he's also in and out.
Yeah, both of them, they just realized, we're through the final. Let's just chill.
Yep.
No
need to risk it.
Yep, no need to risk.
Exactly. As there's that transition between this second semi-final and the girls, you can just see some big sets rolling through, a lot of white water. And rather have them now than when these girls are going to be wearing them on the head.
Totally.
So we'll see what happens.
Here's all the boys checking it out, probably stressing for the girls a little bit, getting ready to, jump out there and help them if need be. you know, Amaury, all the French connection right there. Brahim from Morocco, Peck from Reunion, Amaury from Reunion, and Pierre from Hossiger.
In France.
Francez-vous.
Well, while we wait for these girls to get into position and get ready for this next heat, you know, we're just going to throw back to an advert here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love these ads. They're amazing.
Tomate Surf Shop, presentador oficial Arica Chilean Challenge 2013.
So I'm in the booth alone here just momentarily as Jeff steps out, and Alexandra comes and joins us here for the ladies. Welcome, Alexandra, and I'll wait for you to get your mic on before I formally introduce you. So I think this is going to be some serious positions and situations unfolding in the water as the ladies' heat begins. I can hear the beach siren has gone, and there's going to